Hi, welcome to the session on Google Chrome extensions for teaching. This is a HyperDoc style presentation. Hover your mouse over all objects to explore which ones are clickable. In this session, we're going to talk about the Google Chrome extensions and also some add-ons available within the Google Apps that you're using. So since we are a Google and a G Suite campus, it is safe to say that Google Chrome is our go-to Chrome for teaching and sharing screen as well as recording videos. So whether you're teaching remotely or presenting in a live classroom, these extensions will help make your teaching easier. So before we begin, just make sure you have logged in into your Carthage Gmail through the Google Chrome browser. So have that open and then let the fun begin. The first one that I have a list of about 10, and the first one that I have is WebPaint. WebPaint lets you draw shapes, lines, and add text to live web pages and take screenshot. It supports touchscreen too. So if I click here, that's what this HyperDoc is all about. You would be taken to the link on WebPaint. So each of the extensions that are put together lead to their respective pages. You can add, I have already added it, so you can add the extension by clicking on this button. Then once you've added, it becomes removed from Chrome. And then if you want to read a little bit more about it, just make sure you're in the overview button. You can look at the reviews. You can also look at the related apps available. If you do not like WebPaint, you can look at the related things and then look at their ratings and try to find something that you like. So that's a very useful tool, looking at the related extensions. Try to do here, I've tried to copy and paste the descriptions, but then for details, you can go to this page and it's going to show you how this device is going to help you. Okay, one more note, and that is you cannot use any of these extensions on the Chrome Web Store. Any other website apart from Chrome Web Store, you can use it. For example, let me show you this one extension in action. So when you add an extension, it's going to be added here. I have an extension on Bitmoji, Tiffy, IORAD, Save to Google, Screencastify, Small PDF, WebPaint. This is WebPaint. And then I have Google Translate. I have one-click full page screenshot, and I have Slido. And I have several more. If you click here, this is where all your extensions are stored. If you want, you can pin it here and it gets added. Take a look again. I can just pin any of them and it's going to be added. For example, I want to add hypothesis. This is non-Chrome, but then this is also useful extension. You can look it up and it gets added here. So let's open up the WebPaint. So this is what you get, a toolbox here. So when you're teaching something, you want to highlight, just make sure that you get into the pencil mode. You can choose a color. The last chosen color was red. And then I can do annotations and markings. So underline some things and then write an exclamation mark while I'm talking. My students can watch all of these. And supposing I do a lot of doodling on the whiteboard, I can also take a screenshot. So this one allows you to take a screenshot of your current web page with your drawings. So if I take a screenshot, this is the screenshot that you can download, you can print it, you can copy to clipboard, and you can crop it. So that's amazing. Like towards the end of the session, you've been sharing the screen and you have been doodling a lot, writing down, importance or marking down or highlighting even important stuff. You want students to have a screenshot of that before deleting everything. You can share the screenshot with your students. Now, this one doesn't save the screenshot to the Google Drive. So which is why I had another extension coming up next. Let me get out of here. Quit. So let me tell you, the fun part here is since you're using the Chrome browser, you have G Suite or Marketplace. G Suite is different. Chrome Web Store is different. We'll get to that in a bit. So both of these are they run nicely and smoothly, and these apps talk to each other. For example, if you record something, you can easily save it in Google Drive. So everything is recordable and save. You can save it on Google Drive. So that's one of the things that narrows down your workflow and makes your job easier. Next one that I have here is the Tab Scissors. Tab Scissors is a simple organization tool that divides one window into two. You can play around with it. And then the other one is Tab Glue, and they both are from the same developer, Tab Scissors and Tab Glue. So what happens is, supposing you have like 4 or 5 different websites open up on different tabs on Chrome, Tab Glue would put them together on one page so that you can talk about all of them at once using just one page, one screen. This is very helpful when you are teaching using Zoom or you are teaching using screen sharing. Google Keep is, I think this is one another extension worth exploring. So this is like a sticky note, a Google sticky note extension. If you click here, for example, if you click here, it's going to take you to this Google Chrome extension. I already have it and it's not pinned, but that's okay. I can pin it. And it's, okay, I wish this was easier. It was faster to find. I just have to scroll through it really slowly and find Keep. There it is. I want to pin it because I really like it. So it's up here, it's being pinned. So whatever, for example, if I am teaching using my Google Slides and I want to keep it, save to keep, okay, it has access to this site. Click here and then it asks me to sign in one time. I've already signed it in my Gmail, but then, it just makes sure. So this is Google Chrome extensions for teaching. I can write the title, you know, how to add extensions and add-ons. So this is one of the things that I have been trying to explain. Extensions are available on Chrome Web Store. So this is a point that's worth noting. And add-ons are added to Google Apps like Google Slides, Docs, and Sheets, etc. And they are available on G Suite MarketSpace. I have links to both of them here. This is the Google Chrome MarketSpace and this is the G Suite MarketSpace. So I'm just going to make a note and I am going to save it. You can also open it and keep. So this is the link to the presentation, and you can have your students establish this kind of a healthy habit, and I can pin it to my screen here. I already had a different note pinned up here and I had a different note here. So this is a great way for note taking, putting things together on one page for each lecture. No need to go on different places. So I am just going to click here and move to the second screen. I have Google Calendar. Since this is a one button thing, and what it does is that if you click on that extension, you can see your upcoming meetings or any classes upcoming. And this is a nice tool without opening a new tab for calendar. This one is also similar to Google Drive. Like instead of opening a Google Drive window, you can just click here and it's going to add things to Drive. Add to Drive. You like something you're doing, add to drive. It's a Google application, add to drive. It's going to add a link, file, image, anything that you have. This one I was talking about, it's worth exploring. Full page screenshot. So what it does is, for example, I've been teaching this and I want to take a full page screenshot. So it's not pinned here, so I'm going to look for it. I have a lot of extensions. I don't want all of them pinned up. But then this one, okay, this is pinned, I'm sorry. One click full page screens. If you click here, notice it's going to take an instant screenshot, and this is going to be downloadable. You can download it. Let's look at the next one, small PDF. Easy to use PDF tools to edit. So this is another extension. This is extremely useful, and they actually have a paid membership, but then it's available for free for G Suite app members, subscribers like Carthage College. So if you have a specific file format upload required in an assignment, for example, you can tell your students to download this extension on their Chrome browser and convert any kind of file that they're working on to the desirable file. For example, it would convert Word to PDF, it would convert a PowerPoint to PDF, and so forth. Now, this Bitmoji is a beautiful app that works with Snapchat. You need to have a Snapchat account. You can download the Snapchat mobile application on your mobile phone, and it can customize. You can create an avatar for yourself. This is my avatar, and I think it's a nice, cool way to welcome your students, personalize your classroom. And the best thing about this app is, for example, this is right here. The Bitmoji app is right here. So what happens is, if I'm writing an email or providing a feedback to a student or doing anything that is, composing a written feedback, I can always add things like these. And you can just drag them to the screen and they get added. And it's a great way for students to warm up to you, students to feel that you're approachable, and one of those empathy features that you can build into your course. And the next one that I have was a Jiffy. Bring the power of a GIF search engine anywhere on the web. So again, you can add this to emails, you can add it to student composed messages, you can use it to do some kind of a positive reinforcement when discussions are going exactly the way you want them to go. So this is the Jiffy one. All you need to do is just enable it and add something funny. Just add it, drag it here. I mean, that's so cool. It's creating the image. Small translate. If you're teaching different languages, you can have small translate available. This one's right here. If you have a foreign language displaying on your page, you can have like a electronic assistant that can help you translate the page. Now, this is something that's worth exploring, Screencastify. Screencastify extension allows you to record your screen just like the Camtasia, Screencast-O-Matic, and any other software that records video. Panopto, so it records your video and you can embed it. You can also add it to your Google Drive. Next, I have these honorable mentions, DOM, Equation Editor, you can look it up, Equatio, Math Editor, and Read and Write. These three editors, these three extensions will help you teach math and reading and writing. If you're using a lot of equations, it has a very easy method to add equations. And then lastly, I have Google Slide add-ons. If you're using Google Slides like me in your presentation with your students, you can download the following add-ons like Unsplash, Extensus Fonts. This is, by the way, Extensus Fonts is something that we use to add this kind of font. Sometimes you don't have access to nice cool fonts that attract attention. You can download them from here. This is what they look like. You need to go, once you downloaded add-ons, you go here and you find them. For example, this is the Extensis fonts, and you can start it, and it's going to work right here. So if I want to change a particular font, I can highlight it and I can click here so that it becomes a different kind of font. And these fonts are not normally available in the general, fonts here. It's a different kind of font. It's Unsplash. So all of these, there you go. You can change the fonts easily. You can express yourself better with the aid of, fonts that are dark and have an impact. That is the end of this session. And if you have any questions, grab a text box and ask a question. Thank you very much. Bye.